right, man. Motor City Sports Talk, you back in the building. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. Kind of giving some NBA draft water cooler talk. The draft kick off in about 3 hours, about 7 o'clock, right? I think it kick off. But let's kind of talk about some of the players I like, and pretty much I've been doing the NBA draft spotlight, since the Pistons got eliminated from the playoffs. So. Just guys I like that may or may not be in the Pistons range. Pistons may move up, they may not move up, but guys I just like kind of out of the range per se. I like the Hunter kid out of Virginia. I like the Culver kid, hopefully Culver, whatever his name, kid out of the kid out of Texas Tech. I like him. I like Kobe White as well. 7:30 draft kick. I like Kobe White as well from North Carolina. John Morant, I got him as the best player in the draft. He had minor knee surgery. Love Darius Garland. I just saw him for the first time a couple days ago. Love him as a prospect. Who else they got up in there? Cam Reddish. I love Cam Reddish. I think going to Duke hurt him playing with R.J. Beard and Tyrus Jones' little brother. And I don't think Zion hurt him per se. I just think the two ball handlers, R.J. Beard and Ty Jones, whichever Jones boy that is, they both look alike. Hurt him, but I love Cam Reddish. As fits for the Detroit Pistons. So I think I pretty much got everybody in that kind of that range that I really like. I don't really like in the draft in that range. I don't like R.J. Barrett. That's the one guy in the draft that I'm like, even if he falls to the Pistons at 15, I would understand him taking him. Canada plus Duke, I'm good. I know it got to be a good Canadian player in the league, but yeah, Shaisley, Gilchrist, or whatever his name, Alexander that played for the Clippers, he pretty good, but he really ain't proven nothing yet. But he had a really good rookie season. But Anthony Bennett, he been one. Andrew Wiggins, I just look at R.J. Barrett as another Andrew Wiggins, probably without the defensive intensity. If he was able to enter the draft last year, R.J. Barrett had been number one. But you really can't. I don't be believing what these people say. R.J. Barrett was just terrible to me this year. I just don't like his game. Even the NBA will offer him more of an open court. He just seemed to don't have no heart. He don't have no intangibles. He don't have no toughness. And that seems to be the narrative for Canadian players. They just seem to be timid and soft, some of them. And there's always exceptions to the rule, but they just seem not to be tough enough. And look at Andrew Wiggins, just the 10 men, no heart. He the 10 men mixed with the lion with no courage. All right, so that's just how I'm looking at it, man. Don't like him. That's the one guy I don't like. You talking about other guys in the draft? I just wouldn't want the Pistons to take P.J. Washington. I don't think that's a fit right now for the Pistons. They need more of a shooter, creator on the outside. Not saying he won't be a good pro. The kid from Gonzaga, Ryu Hamachi from wherever he from Japan. Don't like him for the Pistons as well. Let's he fall to the number 30 pick. Nasir Little, good two-way player, but I think the Pistons need a ball handler, more than a slasher, a guy that can shoot. You need shooting. You just got another slasher, and Tony Snell, a streaky shooter and a good defender. You got a two-way player in Tony Well. Well, he's more of a defender, but he can shoot the ball a little bit as well. So Nasir Little, he was high coming out of high school, but that junk changed when you're in the professional ranks. When you go to college, now you go in the professional ranks. Now, I think Nasir Little will be good in certain systems. You know what I'm saying? Calvin Johnson, he another guy I like, and I think can develop a jump shot. But if Detroit is in win now mode, can they wait on this dude to develop a jump shot? You look at Michael Carter Williams Jr., never developed one. Okay, Jason Kidd, he was one of the few people that, went from, they called him Ace and Kidd, they ain't called him Jason because he didn't have a J. But he developed into a really good, strong shooter. Shout out to Steve Nash. He's a good Canadian player, too. It took a minute, but a good Canadian player, too. But so you just look at guys like that. He can defend. He can slash. But really, when you a slasher, the Pistons don't have a playmaker to get him the ball. Blake Griffin is an imposter. He ain't naturally should be your primary ball handler and playmaker. He's somebody that could buy you time and give you relief. Give you a little 5, 10, 15-minute break or quarter break handling the ball, offense running through him. But ideally, Blake Griffin, you don't want him to be a primarily ball handler. and decision maker. You need that to be Reggie Jackson, but he ain't proven to be that. And then you don't know with Bruce Brown if he gonna come back with better point guard skills and better scoring skills this year. So some of these guys that we taking, unless we're gonna find a playmaker later in the draft or at some point in the draft, you're really looking at like, Colin Johnson. I really can't take him. But then you go to a kid like Nickeil Alexander-Walker from Canada. He kind of maybe not had that motor as well. That's for the Pistons to determine. I like what I seen on film. It seemed like he could be a little bit more tougher as well too. But you know what? He can play make a little bit. He can shoot. He can get to the bucket. He can get his own bucket. When he got good pedigree. His cousin played for the Clippers. Shelzy, I can't pronounce his name. Alexander, whatever his name is. But he played for the Clippers. So I like his game. He long. He not a super athlete, but you know what? He fit the bill. Either Pistons got 15 and 30, and I'll kind of give my mock draft in a minute, okay? Just give me a second. But just going through guys I do or don't like. Alexander, I like him. And I haven't looked at everybody. I haven't even heard much about any of the foreign prospects this year. I know one mock draft has the Pistons take somebody from the Republic of Georgia. I know that's where Zaza. Is Zaza Pachulia from there? I think he's from there. There as well. But just continue to look at people, man. It's some good people, players down there. I think this draft got depth. It might be some guys I'm not looking to that may, turn into really good pros. Like I said, Nickeil Alexander, I like him a lot. So it's guys down there that can do well. But if the Pistons could move up, if Cam Reddish failed for them, that's the guy I like for them a lot. But in the same world, that ain't gonna happen. I get to a few guys that I like and that could be for the 15th, 30th pick, and maybe even the second round pick. Okay. Also, Taco Fall. I'm straight. I found somebody else better than him, but you know what? Pistons, kind of got an offer for a second round pick. They want to take a flyer on him, get additional. I wasn't mad at him, but I just don't think he fit the bill. All right, but Bola Bola. Okay, if I had to put it in order for the 15th pick, okay, and let's just say Cam Reddish wasn't there. That's a guy I look to. Kobe White wasn't there. We know they have Hunter Culver, John Morant, Darius Garland. Guys like that wasn't there. John Morant, Zion Williamson, just guys, the usual suspects that's supposed to go before you get to the Pistons. We sit there, Nasir Little. We sit there, guys like that there, Nickeil Alexander, Romeo Langford. If I'm looking at it, Bola, I would look more at him at the 30th pick. Or if I want to move up or back in the first round. I liked him. Additionally, I think he was the ideal pick for the Pistons, but we got too many ugly niggas on the team. We got Reggie, he ugly. We got Tony Snell, he ugly. You know what I'm saying? You got Thon Maker, he ugly. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we were in the Halloween system here. Just talking shit, but truthfully, man, Pistons need more girth. Especially if Andre do opt out. Pistons need more girth. That's too many bony people on the team. But if it came to a situation, you got the 30th pick, my stance has changed. Then I would take Bola at 30. Or if I want to move up from 30 inside the 20 to 30 pick, and I can move up and get there, then I would take him at that point. But that would be an absolute last resort in that situation. Okay, I like Tyler Hero over Romeo Langford, by the way. So Romeo Langford, a solid player, but it's just something about him that I think that's missing. I think he could develop a better shot. There's something about him that's missing. Good kid, seen it. I may develop it to something special, but I prefer Tyler Hero over him. Okay, Tyler Hero. I know people saying, "Oh, I don't want another white boy." We got Kennard. I think he more athletic than Luke Kennard. Can shoot the ball. Really good defender. Dealt with some adversity when he switched from Wisconsin to Kentucky. People was giving him death threats, egg in his house, whatever they say. So I like Tyler Hero. I like Nickeil Alexander. I like certain guys in that range there. So, but the number one, if I had to give you guys a mock draft, the 15th pick in my mind, short of him doing some nut shit, Kevin Porter Jr. is the pick for me. Seattle produced some really good players. That area, for Brandon Roy, from Jamal Crawford, from Rodney Stuckey. You know, that area has been incredible, producing pros for the last decade or so. Okay, it's hard. It's only so many jobs in the NBA. And I like Kevin Porter Jr. Kind of remind me of James Harden. Got a nice rhythm. He got in trouble at UFC. Kicked off the team. He lost his father. So it's always hard for that, man. And the discipline is going to be a problem. It's always maybe a problem. So you have to get somebody to mentor him. But you got Blake Griffin. That seems to be one of the nicer guys in the NBA. Okay. Andre Drummond seemed to be a nice guy. Dwayne Casey be a good mentorship. I think they have the veteran leadership there to help him. And he can handle the ball. He can shoot. He can score. He make it look easy. Defensively, we might have to, get on him a little bit. But, hey, man, if I'm at 15, that's the guy I'm picking, Kevin Porter Jr., bar none. Over Hero, Langford, Little, Alexander, Walker, Bola, all of them. Okay? This is just my mock draft how I play. That's who I'm picking. I'm picking Kevin Porter Jr. at 15, unless a Cam Reddish or somebody fall. I'm taking Kevin Porter Jr. over R.J. Barrett, too. I'm not a fan of R.J. Barrett. He utter trash, garbage. And if he turns out to be a good pro, and then I sit there and I apologize to him, but I just think he garbage at number 30. I would, if I have to move up, he's a borderline first or second. But if he in my range, and I know somebody about to take him at 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, if I know somebody about to take him ahead of me, I'm moving up Darius Baisley. He from the Ohio area, Cincinnati. He took the internship at New Balance for $1 million, so he came into the league a millionaire. That may have hurt his stock. He was committed to Ohio State, Syracuse. Decided to take the internship. Long, tall guy, can create his own shot, get to the rim. Got to work on his ball handling. I think he's about 6'9", 7-foot wingspan. But I think that's too much physical talent to turn away, okay? I think he can improve his ball handling. He can improve his scoring. And he may not be a player that may be important now or next year, but eventually if you can develop him, then I would look to develop him. I figure Bola be gone. If Bola there at 30, then he probably got a medical problem, so you got to think about that. But maybe I'll take a flyer. But Darius Baisley, I'm taking him at 30. I think it's too high to take him at 15. This is my opinion on that. That's most of my drops I see, and that could be wrong. But I take him at 30. So I go Kevin Porter Jr. and Darius Baisley, and I let him play instantly. I start Kevin Porter Jr. right away. Darius Baisley, he in a rotation right away. We too light. At the end of the day, I ain't see a point guard that was worth taking, but Kevin Porter can handle the ball a little bit. So those are two I'm going with. Second round pick, I like Jonte Porter. Michael Porter Jr. Denver Nuggets had the back injury, red shirt last year from Missouri. Like his little big brother. Center, he may not crack the rotation. He need help defensively, but stretch five, can shoot the three, can handle the ball, good passer. Need to work on his post game. Need to get bigger, stronger, inconsistent. So some of the things that go with younger players. And if I think the Pistons have a development coach in place that loves to develop players and knows how to develop players with Dwayne Casey, if the potential was there and the work ethic is there. And if you think Jonte Porter, hopefully I'm saying his name right, gonna work hard, get in the weight room, need to lift, add some weight on, work on the post game. Eventually he will be crack your rotation. He's too talented not to. But he could be a guy that kind of falls in uniform into what the five position is, center position is in the NBA. And that's a guy that can, stretch it out to 3-point land, take you off the dribble. He can pass. And if you get him playing with his back to the basket, he passing out double teams, he may be a very valuable asset to the Pistons. So my mock draft going Kevin Porter Jr. Darius at 15, Darius Baisley at 30, and Jonte Porter in the second round. So this is how I'm rolling. Let me know what you guys think about the NBA draft. We'll be trying to cover it tonight. If I don't fall asleep, God willing, I won't. But I eventually have videos on it. But appreciate it. Don't forget to tap in my other channel, More Sports and Music Entertainment Talk, Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email. All those links in the description. You need the video request, business inquiry, or you just want to chop it up. I do answer back. Email and Twitter is the fastest way. Just keep sharing the video.